Natural or alternative medications, medicines, they're always controversial. Some swear by them, others think they don't do anything at all. Some think they create more harm than good. Often it is hard to get to the facts. So Professor Shaun Holt, you will remember him, has written a book to try and set people straight. This is the book here. I will hold it up. Shaun, good morning.
Good morning, Paul.
How long have you been spending on this? This is a lifetime's work in a sense, isn't it?
I've really developed an interest last 3 or 4 years in complementary therapies. Really coming from the sceptic side. I thought they're all garbage, but I think there are some good things. And I've spent about a year looking at the ones for cancer.
There are a lot of people who are suffering cancer who just want to buy a book that talks about some bizarre berry that they can pick from some crazy tree that will cure them. Is that going to happen?
No, and with all humility aside, I couldn't find a good source of information, and I found thousands of sources of bad information. So I thought, well, I'm going to have to go through all the research and find which ones work and which don't.
Are there any of these strange alternative therapies that will cure cancer?
Absolutely not. So you've got to stick with your traditional... I mean, a lot of cancers can be cured, over half, through traditional routes. Stay with them. These are complementary. These are integrative with your cancer treatments as well to help symptoms.
All right. Describe for me complementary versus maybe a standalone alternative therapy.
Sure, the nomenclature is quite difficult. So alternative means that you ditch what your doctors and your cancer doctors are telling you and you go, say, to Mexico, to a crazy clinic, and you just do what they say. That's highly, highly dangerous. It never ends well. Complementary means that you take things in addition to your treatment. It may reduce the side effects, say the nausea from your chemotherapy, or help your psychological profile. So it's complementary, it's in addition.
So in some cases, and you refer to them in here, you itemise them beautifully in here, in some cases they are going to actually help the traditional cure, the traditional remedy, medication work and work better. In other cases, they're just going to improve your overall state.
That's right.
And so your quality of life while you are undergoing other therapy.
Exactly.
Give me an exact example of that.
Well, for example, it's a bit of an old wives' tale, but ginger for nausea. So, you know, chemotherapy, you can get so much nausea, even nausea on the way to the clinic. It's so bad. But ginger's been proven, you know, to the standard of a pharmaceutical drug to reduce nausea. It's fantastic.
Honey is another thing you've talked about in the past.
Yeah, we've talked about this on here before. So honey for radiation burns or wounds from your surgery. Very, very good.
So are there examples where they haven't, these therapies, if you like, they haven't just helped alleviate side effects, but they have actually assisted in the repair of the body?
Not as such, no, but certainly psychological help is a big part of the book. For example, again, we've talked on the programme about yoga. It's so good for women with breast cancer for increasing quality of life. Many studies have shown it. Combination of exercise and meditation just really helps people.
Honestly, the great thing about this book is it will help people cut through and save a lot of time, because there are a lot of people who are sent askew. Who's the best person to buy this book, do you imagine?
It's in all the bookshops at the moment, or you can get it from Craig Potter.
But who should be buying it? Who should actually be buying it?
People, anyone with cancer, anyone with a friend or relative with cancer, I think they should read it.
Yeah, Shaun, thank you very much for joining us. Shaun Holt there, and that is the book, Complementary Therapies for Cancer. And actually, the nice thing is you can flick through it, and there's a very good table in there of a study on where people get their advice, first of all. And it's really interesting. They have the preferred list, and then they have the most likely list. And to see how different it is, where people are just getting it basically from colleagues at work. Oh, so-and-so at work said so-and-so, I'll give that a try.